was a postman. Fell in love with the islands, worked on all the islands, and fell in love with my great-grandma, who was Hawaiian. So that's how he got the name Smith. So thanks for taking a chance, coming to a luau with the name Smith, because I'm sure you said Smith and luau doesn't go together. So that's the whole Smith family story. So here you go with the imu ceremony. So the blowing of the conch shell usually means the start of an event here in Hawaii. Tonight, the start of our luau and the imu ceremony. If you were in this valley area of Wailua a couple hundred years ago and you heard a conch shell being blown, that meant the royal family of Kauai was coming down the river or down one of the paths, as Wailua was the area where the royal family of Kauai used to live in. As they get ready to dig the pig out of the imu here, imu, spelled I-M-U, meaning cooking pit or underground oven. We're cooking a pig. Pig in Hawaiian is pua'a, P-U-A-A, P-U-A-A, pua'a. So you learned 2 Hawaiian words already, imu and pua'a. Okay, so what we did early this morning, we laid firewood at the bottom of the pit. Firewood that we use is something called ironwood, also known as Australian pine. It's easy to get on this side of the island. On top of the firewood, we'll place some rocks. So we don't light the firewood up yet. We put the rocks on first. Rocks that we use, lava rock. Lava rock is porous, which means it has holes in it. This is the type of rock you want to use when you're cooking underground, because most rocks are solid, and sometimes when they heat up, they'll burst like a bomb. So you want to use a porous rock that'll keep the heat in. So this rock is right on the firewood. We'll light the firewood up, get these rocks nice and hot. It takes about an hour to do. While that's going on, we'll go into the gardens and we'll chop a banana tree down, because we're going to use it here in the imu as well too. Banana tree holds a lot of water. It'll create a steaming effect when we're cooking the pig. Once these rocks are nice and hot, all the firewood totally burnt down, so no fire yet, just the hot rocks. We'll go ahead and chop the banana tree into several sections. Smash it up. We'll place it right on top of all the hot rocks. We'll then place some banana leaves on top of that, and then some tea leaves. Tea leaves, not the drinking kind of tea, but the leaves the guys have around their necks here. T-I is the spelling of this plant. You'll find this throughout Polynesia. Here in Hawaii, hula dancers like to use them for their hula skirts. We also wrap foods with it, steam foods with it. If you had a fever, you place a leaf on the fevered area, it'll help draw some of the heat from the body as well too. So many, many uses for that tea plant. And then finally we get to the pig. And all the pigs that we use here at the luau grown right here on the island of Kauai at a local family pig farm. We like that because they're supporting another local family business. But also, they do all the yucky stuff, like the of the pig, yeah? You got them. So, they bring the pig already cleaned out in the center. We lay him on his back in a pan similar to this that we have up here. And then we'll, so he's on his back, then we'll spice him up. And we'll spice him up with Hawaiian rock salt, pa'akai. It's a thicker grain of salt that we sprinkle generous amounts in the cavities of the pig. We'll then go back into the pit, take some of the hot rocks, and we'll place it inside the pig. That way it's cooking from the inside out as well as from the outside in. The pig is then placed on all the leaves. More leaves go over the pig, and we put a tarp over it just to make sure none of the sand or the dirt gets in there. So 9 hours later, here we are, ready to take him out. Now if you can't see too well, they're going to place the pig on this pedestal here. He'll be on display before we take him back to the kitchen. So you might be wondering, oh, is this going to feed everybody? No. We have 3 emus here on property. Another 3 pigs were cooked a little earlier on today at the imu closest to our kitchen there. So 4 pigs total. This one here ready for us when you go up for seconds and thirds. All right. Oh, good. There's a pot in there. In the pot we have a dessert. The dessert in there is Hawaiian rice pudding. Yummy. Have you guys learned the word for yummy in Hawaiian yet? Ah, I heard it. Yeah, it's ono. Ono. O-N-O. So this rice pudding is ono. Poi? Oh no. But try them anyway. I grew up with poi, so I love poi. But you know, it might be a, you need to eat it a few times before you like it. Okay. Wow. So those rocks need to come out. Those rocks still very hot. If we wanted to put another pig in there right now, we don't have to reheat the rocks. We use those same rocks, put those same rocks in, put the pig in there with the same rocks. It'll be ready by tomorrow morning as well too. Yeah. Yeah, how about a hand for that, guys? Yeah. Good job. Thank you. Good, good. So the pig will not look like this when you go up to the buffet line tonight, yeah? So that'll be good for some people. It'll look like a pulled pork. So we take them back to the kitchen. The chefs love this way of cooking because pretty much they pick up the bones, they shake the bones, the meat falls right off the bones itself. So since it's not going to look like this when you go up to the buffet line, if you want to take pictures of the pig when we're done here, you may. The guys will be right over here as well.